There is a lot of disinformation which Russia was also seeding, and there are special units as a troll factory in St. Petersburg, which is actually proactively working on supplying disinformation. I have to say that independent media and the one which is opposing the ruling power, the Kremlin, they had to leave Russia, most of them, and the independent journalism actually is being criminalized in Russia. Just give you an example. If you call a war, it is a criminal offense. You might get to jail for that. So if you write something about the war in Ukraine, which Russian state doesn't agree with, they might persecute either you personally or a media. So most of the independent journalists are out of the country, either in Georgia, Armenia, Germany, Baltic republics. So pro-Russian media inside Russia and reporting under either direct censorship or self-censorship. Those who can do independent journalism or the journalism which is more factually based, they had to mainly leave or change topics or quietly reporting. It's a very good question and a very tough one, because mainly Russian citizens watch TV. And therefore, there is a huge support of the so-called military operation, but we don't know whether it's a true support or whether that's influence of the state media. Those who so-called asking the right question to themselves, is Russia doing the right thing or going to the right direction? They are searching for independent source of media, and they either use social networks like those who are not blocked, mainly Telegram. It's a Russian messenger and a social network. Or they have to use VPNs because most of the Russian media are blocked. For example, BBC Russian service is blocked in Russia, Meduza is blocked in Russia, another independent radio station, Echo Moskvy or TV Rain, that's the main one, they are all blocked. First, I would say that it's not affecting just us. It's mainly affecting people inside Russia. I'm not in Russia anymore. Right now I'm in Serbia. People, if they write something on a social media network, they can get prosecuted. So there are already, as far as I know, 63 cases in Russia of the criminal offense by this law. So for journalists, it's about their safety. If you report, it's better to do it out of the country. It's much harder to do because you have to do an extra job, but it's much harder. You have to seek information in new ways, You have to fact-check information somehow differently. You have to cross-check in new different ways. So it's much harder to do stories, and it takes longer, but it pays off if you do it, because there are very rare stories of very high quality, which we do. No. We were here for some time. We are relocating to Riga, Latvia, and the office of the BBC Russian and main other Russian media, a lot of them will be in Riga, Latvia, so they chose to stay there. So it's a question about safety. It's quite easy to explain, because in the beginning of the war, everyone was so shocked that they instantly went to search for information to understand what's happening. So this triple of in numbers of our traffic was before the blocking. So the numbers, we haven't seen them ever so huge. They were enormous, everywhere, on the site, on our YouTube, on our Facebook, Telegram, everywhere. Everything was growing, and that's quite understandably, because people want to know what's happening. Well, I'd say that Russian state media are very good in twisting reality. They're not calling a war a war. Many times they say that they hit only the military objects. We've seen yesterday that Russian army hit a trading center, just a store in Kremenchuk, and they don't say that. Also, give you an example. For example, Minister of Foreign Affairs Lavrov recently gave an interview to BBC Russian, and he said that Russia hasn't started a war. Some of them do that genuinely, believing it. Others because they're being heavily censored. Others because they don't know the other option. So that is also, there is a lot of disinformation which Russia was also seeding, and there are special units as a troll factory in St. Petersburg, which is actually proactively working on supplying disinformation to the Russian audience and to the world. So it's really hard to work somehow against them. You just can't. What you can do, and what is very important, is to do a good journalism and provide it factually based, with a story which people would work and would believe in. And these kind of stories, they work absolutely great still for us, even the site is blocked. When people find and see a good story, it travels extremely well.